What's up, everybody? Thank you for stopping by the channel. Today, we are going to be getting into the 4 things that you need in order to make your t-shirt business legit. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to your state site to file for a new business. Now this will vary based on your state. The state of Maryland has made it super easy for you to be able to do. So if you're in Maryland, I'll post the link to the site in my description box. The one thing that you're going to want to think of, though, is whether or not you want to create an LLC, which is a limited liability company, or just do a sole proprietorship. The sole proprietorship will leave you open to liability, and in seeking a tax professional, they may tell you that it will close some doors as far as tax benefits if you don't get an LLC and you stay with a sole proprietorship. But always consult your tax person to see what would work best for your situation. I started with a sole proprietorship and then I moved into a limited liability company once I got everything up and running and saw that I needed to move in that direction. So either way, you're going to want to select one of the two. And when you do, if you're in Maryland, it's going to take you to this site. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole process, but I did want to select this so that you can see what the fees are in Maryland, and they may be similar in different states as well. So the filing fee, the base filing fee to start something like this, which is we selected LLC, would be $100. Now, if you wanted to speed stuff up, which I don't advise at all, the base filing fee would be $425. I know the non-expedited version says 6 to 8 weeks, but it quite literally did not take that long. It took maybe 2 weeks, and I think it only took 2 weeks because I didn't have enough explanation as to what the business would be doing, so they had to kick it back to me, and then I had to re-explain what it was. So it did not take that 6 to 8 weeks. I do not suggest rushing it. Even expedited, it just seems a bit much to me. So I would just go with the base filing fee and keep it as that. Don't expedite this thing. So those are the fees. As you can see, of course, it will vary from state to state. But once you complete this process, you're going to want to move on to the next process, which will be to get your sales and use tax license, right? You want to get this because this will allow you to purchase from the wholesalers like Alpha Broder. And I have a video that I'll link in the cards where it gives you a whole list of the wholesalers that you can use in order to get the best price for the t-shirts that you're working with. So I'll link that in the cards up at the top. Because you could use stuff like Jiffy Shirts or Blank Apparel or stuff like that, but you're really paying way more money. And I actually do a comparison video as well, and I'll link a card up to that in the top as well, so that you can see the difference from the wholesaling price to the price that you're paying for the people that are selling these blank t-shirts. I mean, they're marking it up, so you want to try to save as much money as possible when you're first starting out, and even when you're not first starting out. Like, the goal is to be as profitable as possible. So if you can get the blank shirts at a discounted price, you want to go ahead and do that. And this sales and use tax license will allow you to do that. The wholesalers will ask for this license in order to allow you to sign up for an account to make purchases with them. So you want to go ahead and get this done, get it out of the way so you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't cost any money, at least here in Maryland. I did not pay anything to get this. I think I just had to list all of my business information in order to get it. So not unless something has changed in my particular area, which is Maryland, I did not have to pay to get this license. Or if I did, it was a little bit of money because I can't remember. So probably under $100. But you want to go to your comptroller of whatever your state is and go and fill out the necessary information in order to get the license. So you want to click in here. If you're Maryland, they are going to want your EIN number, which we are going to get into next. So you're gonna need that in order to do it. But this is where you would come. It doesn't take that long to get. They will send you something in the mail that actually is your license, and that's what people are, the wholesalers are gonna want in order for you to be able to sign up. So let's go ahead and jump into the EIN number that everybody talks about when it comes to to the t-shirt business. So let's go ahead and jump over to the IRS's website right now. And the IRS's website, it is pretty straightforward. They are going to give you the EIN number on the same day. So you will be able to get your EIN number, go back to the comptroller's website and apply for your state license all in one day. Like everything that I'm telling you right now can be done in one day. You get it done, you knock it out real quick. So you're gonna wanna go through the steps here and apply online. The process does not take long at all. You'll have all your information that you'll need from when you register your business. So this process right here will take a couple of weeks, but you won't be able to do these two things until after they've sent you your license number or your business from your state. You won't be able to do these two things. But once you get that done, both of these things from the comptroller, which is your sales and use, and your EIN number, you can do all of that in one day. So you're just gonna follow the steps and apply now. I will also link this site directly in the description box below. It takes no time at all. The next thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get a business bank account. You're gonna wanna get, I'm gonna say this 3 more times. You're gonna wanna get a business bank account. You're gonna wanna get a business bank account. You're gonna wanna get a business bank account. Now, you're gonna wanna get this because you don't want your personal funds and your business funds to start to mix. It'll get messy and things won't be what they should be. You'll start dipping into the money that came from the business and start using it for your personal use. You don't want to do that. It's just going to make things murky. At tax time, just keep everything separate, and that way you're very clean with everything and you're good to go. Now for me, I went with, this is not a plug for Capital One. But I researched a lot of different business checking accounts. I even looked at some strictly online based ones, because I was like, it's an online business. I wanted everything to be less papery and hands-on as possible, so I wanted to automate everything. But I chose not to go with them because they just didn't have good reviews. So make sure you do your research, because in the long run, you want to make as you're already going to make mistakes. So you want to be as thorough with your research as possible. So in the research that I did, Capital One's checking account seemed like the best solution for all of the things that I needed and wanted in a business bank account. So when you go down here, one thing I want you to look for when you're doing this is the transactions in a month. Because once you start really getting going with your business, the transactions are going to matter. So if the bank account is limiting you on transactions, then you're gonna want to say, hold up, yes, I'm not doing 100 transactions right now, but if things start to go the way that I think that they're gonna go, or hope that they're gonna go, then I'm hoping that I'm gonna be doing more than 100 transactions in a month. And once you go over that 100, they start charging you. So if you can get somebody that does unlimited transactions, you're golden. Like, look no further. I mean, there may be some other things that you want to get done, but for the most part, the transactions is what led me to go to Capital One for my banking purposes. So that does it for the 4 things that you need to do in order to make your business, your t-shirt business, legit. If you have any questions about any one of these things, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm very responsive. I will respond. If you like the content, go ahead and, hit subscribe. If you like this video and you thought it was informative, go ahead and hit the like button. It does help my channel, and I appreciate you watching. Until the next time.